Tonight we have more Infinite Forbidden news, and we have a brand new lore archetype to enter the whole Diabellstar lore, and it looks like we're getting backstory. So let's get right into it, as we have 11 cards. The first card up is Astera of the White Woods. It is a level 2 light spellcaster effect monster with 0 attack and defense, and you can only use the first and second effects of cards with this card's name once per turn. You can send one spell or trap card from your hand or field to the graveyard, special summon one light spellcaster tuner from your deck. If a spell or trap card is sent to your graveyard to activate a monster effect while this card is in your graveyard, special summon this card. Very powerful extender of a spellcaster monster, and being able to tutor out light spellcaster monsters is very good, and honestly, overall this is a very good card and a great start for the deck. Now, each level of the monsters will have 2 different versions between a light and a dark version, but they're still all light monsters. We have Rosetti of the White Woods. She is a level 2 light spellcaster effect monster with 0 attack and defense as well. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name, each once per turn. You can send one spell or trap card from your hand or field to the graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, then add one White Wood monster from your deck to your hand except Rosetti of the White Woods. And if a light spellcaster tuners is special summoned to your field during your opponent's turn while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. So this deck has so much recursion, it is going to be very interesting to see how it plays. Overall, this is a very strong start of the deck, and realistically, I want to see where this deck goes overall. After the level 2s, let's get into the level 4s. We have 2 of them, so let's see what they do. First off, we have Sylvie of the White Woods. She is a level 4 light spellcaster tuner effect monster, 1500 attack and 200 defense. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one White Wood spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, you can target one White Wood synchro monster you control or in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon this card, but its effects are negated. Overall, it's a very, very good card, being able to recycle your White Wood synchro monsters, being able to summon out a tuner so you can go back into that synchro monster, and being able to get any of your White Wood spell or trap cards from your deck to your hand is very useful. And this is one of your main targets that you're going to be summoning off of Astera. So, overall, very powerful of a level 4. Now, for the other level 4, we have an interesting one because the names actually go off of the Sinful spoils from the first wave. We have Realia of the White Woods, or Realia. I think that's how you pronounce it. She's also a level 4 light spellcaster tuner effect monster, 800 attack and 1600 defense. And you can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. If you control a White Woods monster, you could special summon this card from your hand. You could send one spell or trap card from your hand or field to the graveyard, draw one card, and if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one White Wood synchro monster you control or in your graveyard as a quick effect, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon this card, but its effects are negated. So realistically, both of the level 4s sharing the same effect is very good. This card is also super dumb with things like the bamboo swords, like Curse Bamboo Sword. So if you send Curse Bamboo Sword, you get a Golden Bamboo Sword or whatever bamboo sword you really want. After this, let's take a look at the Synchro Monsters of the deck. After that, let's get into the Synchro Monsters. We have 3 of them, 2 level 6s and a level 8. First off, we have Sylvie, and she is the Witch Wolf of the White Woods. She is a level 6 light synchro tuner effect monster spellcaster with 1900 attack and 2400 defense. She takes 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters, and if this card is special summoned, you could change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense position. Illusion and spellcaster synchro monsters you control gain 500 attack. Also, if they attack a defense position monster, inflict double piercing damage to your opponent. Very interesting and unique synchro monster, being able to mass Book of Moon your opponent's board and being able to do piercing damage is pretty good. She becomes 24/24, so that is relatively good on that aspect. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the other synchro monster that's a level 6, so let's get into it. We have Realia, Mystic of the White Woods. She is a level 6 light spellcaster effect monster, 2000 attack and 1500 defense. Takes 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can send 1 spell or trap card from your hand or field to the graveyard, add 1 White Woods cards or 1 light spellcaster monster from your deck to your hand. Illusion and spellcaster synchro monsters you control gain 500 attack. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Being able to be immune to effect destruction is very good, and being able to get another 500 attack boost is also useful. But being able to get any of your White Woods or light spellcaster monsters from your deck is super useful for utility sakes and can cause many different combos to happen, and realistically, this definitely seems like a very good splash engine. After the 2 level 6 synchro monsters, let's check out the High Monarch, the level 8 Dibelle, Fiendess of the White Woods. She is a level 8 Illusion Synchro Effect Monster, 2500 attack, 2000 defense, and it takes 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner monster, 1 plus, I should say. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned using a tuner synchro monster as material, you can target 1 spell and trap card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. When your opponent activates a card or quick effect, you can send 1 spell or trap card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Special summon 1 level 7 or lower tuner synchro monster from your extra deck, graveyard, or banishment. This card is really powerful, being able to get to any of your level 7 or lower tuner synchro monsters from anywhere, so you can do so many other plays, and honestly, TG Wonder Magician really looking nice if you can pull it off. Now let's get into the spell and trap cards. We have 3 spells and 1 trap, and the first spell is Legend of the White Woods. It is a normal spell, and you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. If you control a illusion or a spellcaster monster, add 1 White Woods monster from your deck to your hand. And if this card is sent to the graveyard to activate an effect, you could set this card. Now, there's one ongoing theme about the spells and traps that I want to mention now. They all share that second effect, so you can pitch them off of something like Dibelle Star, and then get them to reset, then you could just instantly activate it, because now you control a spellcaster. This stuff with the whole entire Sinful Spoil package is going to be super big, because if you open up Dibelle Star and Dibelles, that's instantly 2 free monsters on the board, because you have a Sinful Spoil set that you're probably going to use to do something else. So realistically, pretty powerful card to start off with. After all this craziness that we've gone over, let's take a look at the next spell card. This is Beware the White Woods. It's a normal spell card, and you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. If you control a level 6 or higher illusion or spellcaster monster, target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, you can set this card. So literally, we're just looking at free spot removal, and along with the fact that these cards work super well with things like Dibelle Star and Dibelles, really overall, this archetype has been pretty good and pretty useful as a utility. So I am definitely interested to see what people are going to test, so I can see what to test as well. Realistically, this deck has been pretty good, and honestly, let's get into the Sinful Spoil of the deck, being Whispers of the Sinful Spoils. It's a quick play spell, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Target 1 illusion or spellcaster monster you control, return that face-up monster to your hand, extra deck, then special summon 1 illusion or spellcaster monster from your graveyard or banishment. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, you could set this card. Being able to reset it is very good. Being able to summon back any illusion or spellcaster monster from the graveyard or banishment is also very good. I could see some of these cards being played in something like a Chimera pile to reinforce it, because you also have level 6s for the synchros that can definitely work super well with some Exceed lines that you could play. Finally, for the last card, we're going to be going over the 1 single trap card, being Woes of the White Woods. It is a normal trap card, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Special summon 1 White Woods monster from your hand or deck, then immediately after this effect resolves, you can synchro summon a 1 White Woods monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, you could set this card. So being able to reset it is very, very good, But also being able to quick synchro on your opponent's turn is also super powerful depending on which White Woods monster you go into. And there's plenty of them, and we're probably going to get more in the future for sure. Maybe like another synchro monster level 8 or maybe a level 10 or 12. But anyways, I hope you all did enjoy this video covering the brand new White Woods archetype from Infinite Forbidden. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider, and I hope you guys did enjoy, and see you all in the next video.